Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. My only plan is to cover this 18 by 24 inch canvas with some colors that I like, and if it turns out to be something, then it will be something, and if it turns out to be just a background, that's fine too. That's actually really the plan, but that doesn't always work out that way. That is Periwinkle. This is Whispering Wisteria. I think I'm going to grab some, where did it go? I know I've got the Dancing Fuchsia and that's supposed to be next, but it's also supposed to be after another purple, which is Frozen Amethyst, somewhere here. I must have tidied up. There it is. Frozen Amethyst. I think I'm going to indulge in a little bit of Mystical Mystique. I've got some Pink Carnation. And my main plan was to use the Dancing Fuchsia to dominate, but that's not hard. The Dancing Fuchsia pretty much always dominates. But along with the Dancing Fuchsia, I'm probably going to use some Rhapsody Rose. And maybe a whole bunch of other colors. Rhapsody Rose. Not very much of it. There we go. Whoa. Okay, so Rhapsody Rose dominates. Let's see if we can suck some up. Whatever was in the tip is now no longer in the tip now. I'm going to use some Tickled Pink and put it down because it might cause a resist, which might be okay. And for the same reason, I'm going to probably add some Dazzling White. And I see there's a rather large lump there, so I'm going to have to get rid of that with my tweezers. You can find my tweezers on the Amazon link. First we'll get rid of the lump in the Rhapsody Rose. And then we will get rid of the lump in the Tickled Pink. I haven't worked in my studio for a couple days, so sometimes I said I was going to do Dazzling White. Sometimes that means things get set up a little bit. I'm pretty sure anywhere I put Dazzling White probably be something of a resist. I'm not sure what else is coming. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to start with the purples. And share my paint. There's something else that needs to be removed. Don't think I got all of it. There we go. I kind of want to add some blue before I go any further. And continue to take care of miscellaneous lumps. Tweezers are invaluable. So I've got Blue Velvet, we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking Midnight Shadow is going to come into play at some point in time, really soon. This is kind of fun. This is definitely the pretty stage, which is unusual, somewhat, anyway. Makes me want to put white, and I'm going to. I like the quality of the resist when I add white to spaces. The paint just doesn't stick the same way, so you get some negative space. And if it's heavy enough, I could even use cell activator if I were feeling brazen. Although I don't know that that's going to happen. But I might add some more blue. And there's always the option of black somewhere down the line. Just trying to cover up any spaces. I'm pretty sure it's not imperative, because you could always come back later and do that. I got plenty of these chunky little pieces of paint falling from who knows where. Originally I was thinking orange, but I haven't got that far, so if it comes, it's going to be later. I have got the option to scrape through some colors. I'm still thinking I want more blue. And I really like the Mystical Mystique, but I like the Blue Velvet even more. Still, I think the Mystical Mystique needs to have a replay. And I need to keep kind of finding and covering my bits of canvas that are showing. Sorry if I'm out of your range. Now, whatever I want to do, it's with Mystical Mystique and probably some more Blue Velvet. At this point, I could just basically go from end to end and blend things in. I think I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I like some of the marks that I made that are now disappeared because I dissipated them with my spatula. What was I looking for? Mystical Mystique. I like the dots. I didn't think about dots. still thinking orange would be good at some point in the future. And I have to decide if it's going to be worth risking it over the colors that are here. I need a clean spatula and a little bit of orange to find out. Oh, I picked one that was closed. That's not good. Still not coming. I've got some orange cell activator. Maybe that'll have to do. No, I've got Peroli orange. Although somebody ought to tell me how to say that. This is a Vivid Intense. I don't know why I didn't go back again and use more pink carnation, because I like how the color looks in the few places that I put it. I'm getting ahead of myself. First of all, I want to get rid of whatever's on my spatula. And I did put my sponge in the bucket, I just didn't pull it out again. Time for a clean spatula. I'm thinking some yellow might not be a bad thing too, but I'm not sure how it's going to work. Oh yeah, no, I really like that. That's beautiful. I think I mentioned that's a Vivid Intense. This makes me want to put some black down. I still want more pink carnation though. So much for it being a background. We'll see. Probably not though. I could put a lot of that orange in there and be pretty happy. Kind of relieved I'm almost out of Orange Crush, so it's nice to know there's a substitute. And it's really livening everything up nicely. I want to put some black marks in though. And it's not turning to mud, which is really a relief. At least not yet. This is fun. I want some yellow. Really light touch here. Actually, keep dragging my fingernail through. Better be careful about that. Alright, so if I'm going to put some other colors in, I'm still thinking Midnight Shadow would be nice. Some drama. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with all of that. I'm going to use a little more. And then I might be willing to risk some yellow. Let's go for it. Feels very risky. It might just turn green. And it's definitely best applied in the white spots. Or with the orange. That's really abrasive, but it's also pretty stunning. I'm not sure about this down here. Or anywhere, actually. Let's just clean that off right there. definitely don't mind if the orange mixes with it. I may add orange to it. I'm going to wipe off my spatula first. Yep, definitely made green. But a little green never hurt anything, honestly. Just have to be a little more interesting with my mark making. Yep, I got green. I still want some black. Definitely need to keep wiping off the spatula. This in here is bugging me, I'm not sure why. That's more Rhapsody Rose. I really like those two little spots. Whispering Wisteria. 3, 4, 5. Let's call it 6. Yeah, I like that. Now it can still be a background if I want it to be, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. And I could put some silver in. But the white usually acts kind of like silver anyway. Now if I clean my spatula off and just put a few dots of black in, can I get away with it? That's the question. Let's try. Now I have rubber brushes if I wanted to go that route. I'm going to try and be judicious. Try being the key. Just evenly distribute these somewhat. Now I've got black on my spatula, so what am I going to do with that? I'm going to put it right there. And wipe it off again, just because. And wipe it off again, just because again. For some reason the shapes remind me of fish, so this could be like koi pond in the garden, and I can still add lines of black. I'm thinking before I'm done, I might want some yellow orange. If I do that, I'm having such a... There we go. Might try it right over the yellow I wasn't so sure about. I'll use my clean spatula. Yeah, that's a better color for me. No matter what comes next, this is done for right now. I'm unexpectedly returned, and this is dry, and it's the next day, and these are my paintball Q-tips that I'm going to use to dot. Put those over there for now. And explain to you, I thought I was done until somebody showed me something in the painting that needs to go away. So we're just going to play with the painting and see if we can spontaneously become inspired to make the elephant in the room go away, which I will not explain unless you ask me after you watch the video, if you don't see it now. So what I want to do is try some white dots and smear them. And I might do gold, I might do a few other colors. But I can't squeeze bottle the dots in place and swipe them because there'd be too much paint and it would go too far. Alternatively, I might like the white dots and not worry about it. But let's try what I was thinking I was going to do. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I want to do. I don't know how many times I want to do it, or how many places I want to do it, or if I want to go back again and add another dot maybe. I thought I might want to do black too, but I'm not sure yet. I do love the way that looks though. I think I'm going to indulge in some orange. This is the pearly orange again. I've got tickled pink, and maybe we'll put some of this yellow orange in there as well. Looks like I should have shook up my dazzling white more than I did. So let's make sure I got a clean Q-tip. Let's try it before I go any further. I don't think the white that's on there is going to hurt anything. I'm really tempted by some black. I think I'm going to use this right here because there's already that color there. So I'm going to try some black. Oh, so nervous about this. But it is working, the smaller dots. Let's make sure my spatula is clean. Take my already used Q-tip out of the way. I'm going to try and have to guess where they're going to wind up. Let's use the clean one. Well, that's kind of working. That's the distracted quality that I'm looking for, but now I need to do some more of that. I think. I'm going to try it with some even smaller dots. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's fun. Makes me want more colors. Makes me want specifically either Mystical Mystique. No, I want something brighter than that. Cerulean Blue. No. Frozen. Frozen. Let's try that. Quickly using up all the space in my container. I really thought I was going to use some Rhapsody Rose, and I'm not really done thinking that either. trying to find a good place to put all my Q-tips. There's more of them than I can handle. That makes me want tickled pink. Go figure. I'm going to wipe that spatula off before it gets any weirder. Tickled pink and then maybe some purple. Where else do I want? Do I want more black? I do, and I also want more white. That's pretty interesting. I like it. So I'm going to risk, I think, tiny little dots of tickled pink. Not with the spatula with the black on it though. That makes me want either the Rhapsody Rose, which I could do easily, Dancing Fuchsia. Rhapsody Rose is less dangerous. I say that now, but we still have room in my container. Question is, do I have a Q-tip? I'm having a hard time keeping track of them. And I haven't done any more white, and I really like the white. Where's this going to go? Let's stand back for a second. I like this. I don't mind putting the Rhapsody Rose over the white. The white pretty much disappeared, so I either need bigger dots. I probably just need bigger dots. Glad that didn't land on my toe. Rolled right on the floor. I'm going to leave the tickled pink right... No, am I? No, I'm not. I was ready to do that. I'll just use it someplace it'll look good. There, like that. I know I can't get away with that white. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake and add some more to it. Maybe I'll just put it in a separate container. And I might even grab a fresh Q-tip. Don't have to worry about them being overwhelming, which is kind of cool. I really thought I was going to want some yellow, but I don't think I do. No matter where I try and put these down, they're not in the place I want them to be when I go to look for them. That did not work. That makes me want real white. Maybe I should try that. I could do gold. Or even silver. I'm going to risk this. This is just titanium white. Vivid Intense. Pick up my lost Q-tip. All right. Doesn't look like I shook that up well enough either. Well, that doesn't bother me. I really want some gold. I filled up my container with everything else. I'm going to be cleaning up for a while. Let's make sure I have a clean spatula. I might have to leave these dots alone. I kind of like them just like they are. The whole thing reminds me of underwater. There's no rules that says I have to smear them. I could still change my mind though. It's easier to put them in spontaneously if I don't have to figure out the pattern that they're going to make when I smear them too though. Looks like my black is already dried, so that's going to work out alright. Still kind of want to smear a bunch of them just to see what they're going to look like. But it's not a good idea to do the ones that are too close together because they'll just merge. Too many toys. Alright, which ones are we going to do? I think now that I've changed directions, I want to put more in. Don't honestly think it would matter if I covered the whole thing with gold dots. They're not going to be hardly any darker than the white were. Alright, now I think I'm feeling like I want to do it. Because I like the patterns it's making. I kind of miss the dots a little bit. That's okay, I can always add some more. See no reason not to. The question is to smear or not to smear. The real question is, are we having fun yet? And the answer is definitely yes. If I wasn't trying to make a video within a certain span of time, I would probably just keep right on working. Gold will definitely show up in dot form a lot more clearly than it will after smearing. I want so many more colors. I really don't need them. Okay, I've got stuff to clean up. I think that's it. I've still got orange. I'll tell you what, if I've got a Q-tip handy, I might just continue on. Hi, this is Priscilla. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you'd like to be super helpful, please join the membership. My art is for sale. I'm here to help. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I have 2 books on paint pouring. They're found in the Amazon link, and the Amazon link is found on the link tree in the description underneath the video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come again. Bye for now. Priscilla out.